What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, the one and only Prince the Proof, Kodash, coming at y'all again with yet another video, man. Y'all know, man, I'm live in traffic, man. I'm just coming from the gym. You know, did some arms, right? Trained some biceps, some triceps, you know, and yeah, man, we out here, right? But today I wanted to bring a video topic to y'all guys. You know, and y'all know I talk about semen retention a lot, you know, on this channel, right? And this video is going to tie into it, right? I want to talk about getting past the need for female attraction or female attention, right? Female validation, right? Because that's something that got a lot of guys in the chokehold nowadays. This need for energy from the opposite sex, right? And there's nothing wrong with it, right? It's biological, but it's different when it's done from a lustful standpoint, right? And that's what majority of society, you know, perceive it as. Majority of society they look at it from a lustful point, right? That's all you see nowadays is thirstiness, right? Provocative photos online, you know. Y'all know the porn industry. You know, you got a lot of things like that, you know, to pull a man, right? And a lot of guys are, you know, just won over by it, right? They're impulsive, right? And the whole thing with semen retention is to be free from lust, you know, and you got to first start with, you know, your daily actions, right? Just engaging, you know, with other people, right? Because a lot of guys, you see them nowadays, man, they need this hit of validation. They need this dopamine stimulation. They need this energy from a woman. They do things that act out so they can be seen by women, or so women can acknowledge them, right? You know, and it's on the other side too. It's not just guys. You know, women do it more. You know, honestly, you know, walking back and forth to just stare. They're just doing stupid little shit. You know, just to get some sort of attention, right? Because attention is energy, right? Wherever your mind goes, your energy flows. Your mind is where you put your attention at. That's your attentive device, right? You know, so you gotta get past that, guys. You know, a lot of guys, they just stuck, man. You look at them, they like fucking dogs out here. Like, a woman can control them easily. Like, it's sad, man. It's sad, man. And it's not like, oh, it's bad, but it's like, when it's done from a lustful standpoint, it is, right? If it's not organic, it's not a genuine connection. Like, there's no chemistry there. You know, it's like, what's the point, right? They get burnt out. That lustful stuff, that shit get played out. Having sex, they get played out, right? If there's no connection, if there's no there's nothing that y'all have no similarities. Like, there's nothing there. The energy's not there. It's just, you know, fucking. Like, I don't know, guys. I just never been that way. I've been lustful. You know, everybody got lust, but I mean, I had sexual encounters with women, and, you know, in the past, and it wasn't there. You know, there was no connection, right? So I just, you know, I kind of just went celibate, you know, involuntarily. I mean, you can say voluntarily, but, you know, it just happened. The universe prescribed it, right? You know, it's like you gotta see the higher side of life, right? You know, you don't need to be stuck on your lower level, the animal level, right? You know, so, you know, and that's what it is. You know, it's animalistic. You know, it's like you're an animal. You know, like, as soon as the urge come up, as soon as you see a woman or something, like, your eyes are like this. Like, you know, you stuck on her and shit. You know, that's bad, guys. That's bad, right? If you're doing semen retention, man, do it for the right reason, right? Because a lot of guys, just like a lot of people in the semen retention community, their whole focus is do semen retention so you can get the sexual magnetism, and women to gravitate to you, or women to look at you, or women to be more prone to, you know, engaging with you and shit like that. And yes, it's true, right? But that's defeating the whole purpose of semen retention. You know, when you're really thinking about it, if you're doing semen retention, you're trying to preserve your life force, you know, to transmute it, you know, into higher things, right? Or building your life, or you know, being creative, or channeling to some creative endeavor. But you know, or you know, really the highest purpose is to realize yourself beyond this ego form, right? Beyond your animal form, right? The individual form. That's the real reason you should be doing semen retention, for spiritual growth, for spiritual evolution, right? You can't spiritually evolve if you're stuck in that lower level animalistic fleshly tendencies, right? You know, you have to develop a will to control yourself, right? And it's not an easy thing, right? A lot of guys think, you know, it's just, I do this one time and, you know, it's it. No, it's a journey, right? You're going to have times where you mess up. You're going to have times where, you know, you relapse. You're going to have times that you fall into lust, you know, because we got a mind, right? A mind is very powerful. The mind influences the body. I told y'all this in the past. The mind controls the body, you know. So if you can't control your mind, or if you can't see beyond the mind, right? Because you're not your mind, because you can see what you're thinking, right? I posted that the other week. I'm not my mind because I can observe what my mind is thinking. So you're not your mind, right? And whenever these fleshly tendencies or the lust activates, right? If you see the opposite sex, or via your own line, and you see some provocative pictures or something like that, that pops up, that lust, right? You got to realize that it's not your mind. I mean, it's not you, it's your mind, right? And you got to get beyond that, right? You got to mesh with this inner sanction, this inner consciousness, this divine energy, right? It's in everybody, right? And that's the highest purpose of life, is to be free and, you know, live, you know, in congruence with that divine energy, right? You know, but you can't do that if you're lusting all the time, you know. So guys, do the journey for the right reasons. Don't be stuck in the lower levels, right? You know, and give yourself space to, you know, mess up. Like, it's gonna happen, right? Like, it's like people think like on semen retention, like you do it and you're gonna be free automatically. Like, oh, you do it and you go on the street and you're gonna be free. The more you suppress it, the stronger the urges get, the stronger the lust gets, right? It's not about that. The whole thing with a brahmacharya, a person that practices brahmacharya, is to be conscious of what you do, but transmute the sexual energy, right, into spiritual energy, or just, like I said, into creative endeavors, right? That's what you want to do if you're doing this journey. Not looking for hits, not looking for this dopamine stimulation, right, on via whether it's porn, or you just in person, and you just can't stop yourself from going up to a woman and trying to get that attention, right? You know, there's nothing wrong with conversation, or, you know, having interest in women, right? But let it be organic, let it be natural, right? It shouldn't be something that's lust driven, right? Because if you're just looking at a woman and all you're thinking about is having sex with her, you're just thinking about her ass and shit like that, you know, you're gonna play that out, and then you're gonna be empty. You're gonna be like, there was nothing there, right? You know, that's why women say, I don't like women to objectify me and stuff, right? Because you can't see them for the actual quality, right? And I know guys may say, well, that's all that's out here and stuff like that, but, you know, I understand that, but you got to understand, a lot of people are, you know, conditioned on the social level, right? They're conditioned on what social media is portraying, and they imitate that, right? So yeah, you're gonna see women out here with their ass out. They're gonna be dressing half naked. All they're gonna be doing is looking at a guy for, you know, their financial gain, or, you know, with the resources and stuff like that, right? And that's cool, right? It's in a woman's nature to be inclined, be pulled to a man for his resources, right? There's nothing wrong with that. You know, that's natural, that's primal, right? But the whole thing is, you can't see beyond it if you're stuck in lust, if you're stuck in your root chakra, if you're stuck in the animalistic nature. You can't. There's no connection. You can't mess with your true self, right? Because you're stuck, you know, in lust. You're stuck in the impulse, right? The emotion, right? And a weak man is led by that, right? You know, and we all fall. Like, if you are led by it, right? You know, you fail, right? And there's nothing wrong with failing, but you got to keep trying. It's a journey, guys. You can't get stuck, right? You know, but it is what it is. It's hard, you know. It's not easy by any means. You know, I've been doing this whole practice for like 3 years. There's been up times, there's been bad times, there's been slip-ups, right? You know, it's hard, especially if you're a younger guy like me. You know, you're in your 20s, right? And your hormones is raging, and you know, if you single, right? It's hard. It's not easy by any means, guys. You know, but you gotta at least try. You know, you at least gotta exercise some willpower over your animal desires, right? Because you want to realize yourself beyond, you know, this human body. You know, but you can't realize yourself if you're stuck in the human body, right? You know, so that's my message for y'all, man. Guys, get past the need for female attraction, and you know, actually focus on yourself, your internal energy, your intestinal fortitude. Like, actually focus on that, right? So you can transcend that lustful stuff. So you can transcend, you know, this animalistic nature, right? You know, you gotta ascend. That's the whole thing, right? If you don't ascend, you're gonna keep repeating this whole life cycle, you know, reincarnating and keep going through the same thing. Whatever you're struggling with, whatever your karma is, right? Whether it be lust, money, you know, whatever, right? Whatever your karma is, if you don't transcend it, you're gonna keep repeating it, right? So you gotta pay attention. You gotta catch yourself out on stuff, you know, and you gotta start with yourself, you know, every day, right? But y'all guys, I know I'm a little bit off today, man, but I just came from the gym, y'all, so y'all bear with me, man. I just wanted to talk about that. I was thinking about that this morning, right? Majority of society is, majority of guys are led by, you know, their penis. They're led by their fleshly instincts, and you know, you gotta transcend that at some point, you know, or other, right? Because you know, you don't want to be stuck there. You can't build nothing off of that, you know. But yeah, man, y'all have a good day, man. Y'all continue thriving out there, man, and y'all keep doing what y'all do, man. I'm gonna try to come with the content as much as possible, man. I've been working a whole lot lately, so yeah. Y'all have a good day, man, and I'll holler at y'all, man. Peace.